All right, the definition of a lowball offer is to provide a low price or an unfairly low offer. It can be genuinely frustrating to deal with low ball offers on a house that you're trying to sell. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what do you do when you get a lowball offer. Stay tuned to the end. I've got some great ideas for you. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another one of our video blogs. We're so excited to have you here. With the shifting market, we're seeing houses stay on market longer. We're seeing buyers feeling like, oh, I should make lowball offers now that these houses are sitting on the market for more days, and the market shifted a little bit. So sellers are getting a little bit of their comeuppance for the market that we've had for the last couple of years, and buyers are trying to take advantage of it. So what we want to do today is we want to talk about lowball offers, what they are, how you should play with them, all those kind of fun things. So, most of the time when we list a property for sale, we have looked at the comps, we've talked, we've seen what is reasonable out there. And if you are a really smart, educated buyer or seller with a good agent, you have priced your property appropriately. Sorry, try saying that fast a bunch of times. So it can be very, very upsetting when a low ball offer comes in. But here's what I want to tell you. Doesn't have to be. Don't let it be. All right. The fact that somebody even wants to put an offer on your home and wants to buy your home is a really, really good thing. So you should consider working with every offer that you get unless it is just absolutely, completely ridiculous. All right. So what's considered a lowball offer? Well, it kind of depends on who you ask. For most people, it's kind of like, well, if it's less than 10% of what the going market rate is, or less than 10 or more than 10% below what you're at, what you've listed it at, that might be considered a lowball offer. Now, if the market is such that it's anything less, which is the market we just came out of, actual listing price, and it's a lowball offer, right? So I need all of my sellers to now have a little bit of a mental reset. All right, we are just coming out of a market where if somebody offered you like our list price, that's where you started. That wasn't actually what the house was going to sell for. That was your starting point. Well, market has shifted. And so now that's not the case anymore. All right. So we don't want you to be offended. There are a lot of things that influences a buyer's decision on how to make offers. And we're going to talk about some of those. Okay. So first of all, every offer is a good offer because somebody made you an offer. So consider that. All right. Unless, again, it's super, super ridiculous. My advice is work with every single offer that you get. So many times we can take what is considered a lowball offer and turn it into a sell. So again, negotiation is the name of the game, and we want to come to a win-win for both the buyer and the seller in order to bring everybody together and get your home sold. All right, so how do you handle a lowball offer? So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that you need to control your emotions. Okay? Buyers are out looking for houses. They are really not considering the fact that you raised your 5 kids here, that you have Christmas morning memories here, that you spent $50,000 on renovating the kitchen. They don't have the same emotional ties that you do. Buyers, you need to keep that in mind, that the seller has a lot of emotional ties to the house. Now, my best advice to you as a seller is going to be, I want you to disassociate emotionally from the house anymore. You're moving, pack up the boxes, like those kind of things. We're now dealing with a commodity, with something that you've invested in that we're now going to sell. And buyers, tread lightly, okay? Be considerate and tread lightly. It's always the cooler heads that prevail. So I get it. You want to have your knee-jerk reaction. That's fine. I hear you. But I am going to tell all of my sellers, you need to remain calm, cool, collected, so that we can get this sold. Okay. Doesn't matter where we start. It matters where we end. So with that in mind, we want to send a clear message to the buyer and the buyer's agent when we receive a lowball offer on the house. we want to consider, again, unless it's totally unreasonable, countering all offers that we get if they are below or not what we are looking for in an offer. Now, you want to set a firm pricing stance, meaning we don't want to appear desperate, okay? If we know that the price is fair, the price is fair, and we stay as close to it as we possibly can. We want offers from serious buyers, okay? But we don't want to unintentionally or unnecessarily put the kibosh on somebody who might be a very solid buyer just because they wanted to play a game, okay? I also want you to consider that it is not always, it might be a cultural thing, okay? It might be something where people have always learned that you're not doing it right unless you are negotiating. So keep all those things in mind, okay? Now, home buyers, let's talk to you for a hot second. You should really avoid a really bad negotiation tactic, okay? From a buyer's perspective, so talking to my buyers, I don't want you to insult the seller by writing them a ridiculous offer. Now, obviously, we have to follow your instructions to a certain point, and that means that we will present those offers and we will submit those offers. But you know what? If it's really something that you want, let's not play games that are unreasonable, okay? And you don't want to get off on the foot with the seller, the wrong foot with the seller. Save some of your negotiating cards for the things that really matter. Like if you get in there and you don't have money to do repairs, but this is still the house that you want, let's save that negotiating power for maybe something that matters a little bit more to us. All right, so that, and we want everybody to walk away from this feeling like it was a win-win, feeling like that they've sold their home to somebody that's going to appreciate it, okay? All those kinds of things. Another thing that the seller needs to consider is sometimes the buyer's agent has just given their client bad advice. Might not even be your buyer's fault. Might be the agent themselves doesn't understand the market that we're in. They're a new agent. They're not from the area, so they don't understand how this particular neighborhood or this particular area should be selling. So a good buyer's agent will have done their own comps, but allow your seller, your listing agent, the opportunity to go back to that buyer's agent and say, so tell me how you came at this price for an offer. Maybe they didn't pull the right comps. Maybe they just don't understand the area. So let's help everybody come to a win-win. Okay, home sellers, another thing that I want you to be completely comfortable with is you're in control. This is your house. Nobody can make you sell it. Nobody can make you accept an offer, right? So for several reasons, including the ones that I've already stated, counter offer, all lowball offers. Maybe they just didn't understand. Maybe they're afraid of committing. Maybe they just want to negotiate. Like we said before, maybe they were taught that you need to start really low and somewhere you'll meet in the middle, right? So allow them to work through some of their stuff as well. So if you're confident that your home is priced right, play just a little bit. Hold your line, give a little bit so that they see that you're not unreasonable, but then let's work through this process, okay? Again, somewhere in there is something that everybody's going to be happy with. And if not, then they say no, you move on, and we wait for the next buyer, okay? So you have some choices. You have three main choices when dealing with lowball offers. Number one, do nothing. Double barrel, middle finger the buyer, tell them they're insulting, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can do all that. That is an option for you. I don't like that option, but you can do it. The second option that you have is to counteroffer back over ask price. So you had it listed at $450. They came in at $400. Well, now we're up to $475. Show you. Okay, so that's another option that you have. Or the third option is that you counter with something minimal. Okay, if you're listed at $450, they come in at $400. Maybe it's $449. Okay, that's not going to hurt you too much, right? Now, obviously, the first two choices are emotional, they're knee-jerk, they're really not going to get you anywhere. The third option is really the only one that is productive. So that's what I want you to kind of get to, okay? Again, let's not be confrontational, let's not be emotional, cooler heads prevail. All right, The other thing that you're going to want to do is when you get a lowball offer, sometimes it's not all about the offer price. Sometimes it's about the terms. So let's go back in. Is it because they're all cash? Is it because they've waived everything? Is it because they're going to give you a free lease back for 30 days, 60 days, whatever? Is it because they can do a 15-day close and you need that? So there's a lot of other things to consider in addition to just the offer price. Look at the terms, look at those, see if there's other factors in play that maybe are to your benefit and maybe even outweigh some of the price, okay? Then sellers, I want to offer you a couple last pieces of advice. When you get a lowball offer, I want you to go back and I want you to have your agent rerun the comps. The market right now is moving so quickly. Is the offer really a lowball? Maybe it's not. Maybe things have changed so much from the time you guys first signed your listing agreement to when on the market to today that maybe really it isn't that far off of where it ought to be. So make sure that you look at those lowball offers holistically, be honest, be open, let's find it. I've got a really great thing to offer you also. My final thoughts. Look to your agent for advice. You hired them, you're paying them, allow them to do their job. Okay, they are the experts in this and they will guide you if they are a good agent. Make sure that they are running updated numbers for you. Make sure that they are communicating with you the feedback from any showings, that they're taking this to other agents in their offices and getting feedback on the photos and the write-ups and all those kind of things. Like, they should be going through everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that their listing is spot on. And if it's not, listen to their advice. All right. If you wanted to start at a higher number, but they originally told you, we really ought to be down here, consider that. All right. It might not be a lowball offer. So look to your agent for their advice in dealing with a lowball offer, and you guys can get it done in fine fashion. There are people who want to buy your house. There are people who are looking to sell houses. How do we bring them together? That's what negotiation is all about. That's what real estate's all about. And that's what a great agent is going to help you do. Thanks you guys for watching this video. As always, if we can be a resource for you, please come visit us at our website, www.living48realestate.com, or reach out to us directly with any questions, concerns, needs that we can help with, all those kind of things. We are here to be assistance to you in any way, shape, or form that we can. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on our next video blog.